You are about to be the victim of a cruel hacker. But don't worry, because if you keep watching this channel's content, your knowledge of cybersecurity will greatly expand, allowing you to deliver a punch to any hacker. Some very important concepts that you'll learn if you watch my videos are things like creating secure passwords, preventing phishing attacks, and much more about how to stay safe online. For example, you could prevent using simple passwords like 1234 or pause before you click a link. I'm gonna go hack some people, so stay tuned for more of these tips, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, or else I'll hack you. Give me that! If your password is similar to 1234 or password 123, you are screwed. In this evolving world of technology, having passwords like the ones that I just mentioned is just plain dumb. Since I want to protect you, I'll give you some advice. Your password should be at least 8 characters. It should include numbers, symbols, and letters, and it shouldn't be a common one like 12345 or I like dogs. You can play the password game on yo.fun if you want a really good password, so make sure to follow these tips and subscribe to the channel or I'll smack your computer with it. Oh come on, I just spilled my cookies. You know what else is going to be spilled? Your information. But keep watching because I can help you. Enable two-factor authentication or 2FA. This will protect your information and passwords to other accounts, because even if the hacker gets access to one of your accounts, he can't get through because he needs a verification code that only you have. Also use a password manager because it can alert you if you have a weak and vulnerable password. It also stores your passwords safely and securely. If this was helpful, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and check out my Instagram. I'm not gonna talk about passwords again. Instead, I'm gonna tell you about some terms. The most common one is phishing. It's a method used by scammers to lure people into telling them confidential information. I'll talk about different types of phishing scams in later videos. A firewall is a system that manages network traffic to prevent anything bad from getting in. If you don't trust public Wi-Fi when you go outside, you can switch to a VPN or a virtual private network. It creates an extremely secure connection between you and servers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna escape from the FBI. Just make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. My escape from the FBI was successful, and look, I just got an email saying that I can get free Robux by clicking a link.
5 minutes later.
No! I just downloaded a virus that's going to steal all my files. You don't want this to happen. That's why I'm going to tell you about 3 different types of phishing attacks. One is spear phishing. It's when its scammers target is a specific person or organization. I can't forget to mention whaling. It can be targeted towards anyone that's rich, not one specific person. There's another attack that happened to me a few seconds ago. It's called farming. First, the scammer lured me into a malicious website. Then he collected my information. Lastly, he asked me to download a file that would give me infinite Robux, which I did. Turns out it was a virus. What can I say?
Oh no, I've been tracked down by the FBI, but thank goodness, because I found the perfect place to hide and blend in. I'm at a cybersecurity event called Cyber Saturday, taking place at the link.
At the event, I met many professionals. If you want to know more about what I said, make sure to stay tuned for part 2. This was part 2 of my Cyber Saturday journey. Here I'm talking to Mr. Siraj Hassan, the Vice President at Booz Allen Hamilton. As we were talking, I asked him some very important questions, such as what are the most common cyber threats people should know about these days, and he answered with phishing attacks, because AI can automate these attacks to make them less recognizable. Another important question I asked him was that how can someone start learning more about cybersecurity at my age, and he answered maybe we could attend more events like these, or we could go to the FBI's official website and play their cybersecurity games. Now subscribe like a good civilian or I'll hack you. I have a grenade. Phishing is a crime. It's dangerous and it can ruin your life. That's why I'm here. If you're watching this, you made the right choice, and I will inform you of the three more types of phishing attacks. First, allow me to talk about smishing. This is where the scammer sends you an SMS asking for your information with the fake promise of a reward. Phishing is like phishing, but the scammer calls you and disguises his or her voice to make it sound like someone you know. Catfishing is when a scammer creates a fake profile on social media and tries to build a fake relationship with you. This makes you trust them, which leads you into giving up your data. Now, are you going to subscribe, or shall I infect your computer with viruses? Recently, I gave myself a challenge to learn something new about AI every 2 to 3 days. Most of you may already know what this is, since it's probably going to take over the world. Just in case you don't know, AI is a tool or a system that can help you with any task online. If you ask it to do your homework and you give it the proper details, done. Homework complete. Machine learning is when an AI model learns by itself, without coding or anything like that.
It analyzes the data you feed it and notices patterns that help it learn. This leads me into mentioning deep learning. This is a more complex version of machine learning, involving AI's neurons, but it's almost the same thing. Make sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and check out my Instagram.
Don't even try to catch me, or you know what's gonna happen. Why would I want to catch you? You look so innocent. Oh, do I now? Oh, we'll see who's less innocent once I shoot you up. No. I just want to inform my audience of some more types of AI. Narrow AI is a type of AI designed for one or a few more specific tasks, like identifying books. Those are the only things it can do. General AI is an AI that possesses human-level capabilities and can think and solve problems like us. Artificial superintelligence, or ASI, is a type of AI that surpasses our potential and can make discoveries that we wouldn't have even thought of. As of today, only narrow AI has been achieved, but I hope that by the time general AI has been made possible, I catch every hacker on this planet. Oh, looks like I'm out of battery. Oh look, I charged the cable. Let's go! This man doesn't know what he's doing. He just fell for the juice jacking scam. This is where the hacker installs malware into the USB port so that they can access your device. Recently, it's become common in most airports. Really? How do I prevent this? It's a pretty simple solution. Just bring a TSA compliant power brick or a battery pack. For more tips on digital safety, subscribe to Nick Sriram or like and comment on his videos. Hey, I got an email. What does it say? Wait, my credentials, along with 16 billion others, got exposed? What even happened? Yo, agent, can you tell me what happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. Recently, 16 billion credentials have been exposed, providing access to accounts in major platforms like Google, Apple, and Facebook. Tell me more. There was this one dataset that exposed 3.5 billion of them. I don't know its name. No, not like that. Tell me what I need to do now. Oh, okay. Change your password as soon as you can and make sure you've enabled 2FA or two-factor authentication. Thank you so much. I'll do that right away. If you want more tips like this, subscribe to Nick Sriram and like and comment on his videos. Hey Dad, I need some ideas for a research project in computer science, and I feel like you have some really good ones. Okay. I just thought of a really interesting event that happened back in 2013. It should be perfect for your project. Hey, where am I? No, I want my data back. What happened? Aren't you one of the 3 billion people whose data got stolen? Oh, so that's why Yahoo got sued for $117 million. Anyways, want to hear about how it happened? Sure, why not? First, the hackers used Yahoo's vulnerabilities to hack into their system. Then they were able to access their cookie generation code. So basically, what cookies do is that they collect the user's data to give them a more personalized experience. In this case, the hackers created more cookies to only collect the user's data and without giving them a personalized experience. Wow, that's crazy. I should really use that for my project. Come on, first the Yahoo data breach, now this? This just isn't fair. Our data is being exposed like over and over again. Come on, Target, you know better than this. Back in December of 2013, Target suffered a massive data breach, exposing over 40 million people's personal and credit card information. How did they do this? The hackers exploited a vulnerability in one of Target's third-party vendors, or its external sources, allowing them to break into its systems. From there, they installed malware into its POS devices, or the point-of-sale devices. This allowed them to steal the user's information whenever they were paying. How much is it going to cost them? Only about $162 million. Okay, thanks. If you want more tech-related info like this, subscribe to Nick Sriram and like and comment on his videos. Alright gang, let's hop on Fortnite. Seriously, aren't y'all tired of trying to steal my info? We know the reason you're doing this is to sell it on the dark web. The surface web is the normal part of the internet,
with all the regular browsers and all that, contains 4% of the information on the internet. The deep web is where it gets serious. This contains around 96% of the internet. These websites don't show up on our normal browsers because their top level domains, .com, .gov, aren't indexed by them. The dark web is exactly as its name implies. It's dark, it's dangerous, and it's where people sell things like information and weapons. You can access it through something called an onion router, but don't do it. So if you don't want me to sell your info on the dark web, please do subscribe, like, and comment. Don't forget I have an Instagram as well.
Bro, did you know they just hit 50 subs on both YouTube and Instagram? Wait, really? Oh my gosh, I did! That's why today we're going to be talking about how to recognize scams in your emails. Nice book. First, check to see if you have any relations with the company the email is from. If not, first stage complete. It's a scam. Next, check to see if there's any bad grammar. Scammers sometimes have bad grammar in their phishing emails. So if it is scam, that's a scam. Come on, let's go! Then, if the email is a generic greeting, that's a warning sign. Also, if the email invites you to click on a link to fill out something or just update your information, that's an instant scam. Just in case you do fall for these type of scams, forward the email to reportphishing@apwg.org and frequently update your software. If you want more content like this, subscribe so we can hit 100 subs on both platforms, and like and comment. Can you guys guess what the word above means? If you said subscribe, you're right. The code I use for this is called a Caesar cipher. It's where you move each letter of a word forward by a certain number. In the example, I moved each letter forward by 3, so the S became a V, the U became a Y, and so on. When I converted the original word, subscribe, which you should do right away, into the message, that was called encrypting. When I converted the message back into the original message, that's called decrypting. It's usually important to do this because if it weren't for encryption, the hacker is going to come across your information. And when they do, they'll instantly gain access to all of your accounts. They didn't even have to do any of the hard work. But you also don't have to do any of the hard work if you just subscribe, like, and comment your encrypted message down in the comments. The most dangerous malware in history, part 1. But first, subscribe, and then we'll get started. So back in the early 2000s, there was this virus called MyDoom. This was one of the fastest spreading viruses and most destructive ones ever. The damage it caused estimates to be around $38.5 billion, and in 1 week, 500,000 computers were infected. Yes, the virus still exists, but it's not as effective. It can be opened by clicking on an attachment from a suspicious email. Then, the virus sends an email, like the one you just received, to another one of your contacts. On a fixed date, all the computers infected by the virus join forces to perform a denial of service attack on a certain website. Some signs of the MyDoom virus are a sluggish computer and potential alerts from people in your contacts. Cyber plus security equals Microsoft Task Force. Okay, so to fix this problem, run an antivirus software and also make sure to delete the file. And check with some people in your contacts just to make sure. Another thing to make sure of is if you're subscribed to the channel and like this video. Also, make sure to comment some more video ideas, cause I really need some. The most dangerous malware in history, part 2. So subscribe, like, and comment some more video ideas, and let's get started. Yup, got it. So, the Morse Internet worm was released on November 2nd, 1988 from a computer at MIT. This worm targeted computers that were running on a specific version of the Unix operating system. Hello, Microsoft Tech Support, how can I help you? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. It was very sneaky, of course, because it was designed to stay hidden.
The worm significantly slowed down computers and even crashed some systems. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the stream. Today, sorry guys, I gotta come back, It spread by exploiting the Unix system's vulnerabilities, such as the finger program. This program provided information about other people, but it had a major problem. It couldn't handle long requests. So that's exactly what the Morris worm did. It sent a large request, causing the extra data to spill out and overwriting the computer's memory. This gave the worm control, and it spread itself. But the worm won't be able to control you if you subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. The most dangerous malware in history, part 3. But seriously, you gotta subscribe at this point. So, on May 4th, 2000, there was this virus called I Love You. And not gonna lie, I do love my subscribers, so I wouldn't mind sending this virus to you. It caused around $10 billion in damages. That's right, $10 billion. I Love You exploited vulnerabilities in Microsoft Windows and Outlook. First, you were sent a message with the title, I love you. Then, it relied on your curiosity to open the attachment linked to it. The attachment sent some copies of itself to other people in your address book. Lastly, it downloaded a separate Trojan to steal all the passwords.
Pretty scary, right? Well, it'll stay that way
if you don't continue to like, subscribe, and comment if you want me to continue this series.